From Pan American Stadium in New Orleans, Crescent City Sports is proud to bring you Louisiana High School soccer. Tonight, it's a non-district matchup of Division I powers as the Jesuit Blue Jays face the Catholic High Bears. Jack Collada alongside Alan DeRitter, and this could be a preview of the state championship this year, Alan.
With one exception. You probably wouldn't have a Crescent City official in a state championship game between Jesuit and Catholic High. And I guarantee you, in club soccer as well, when Baton Rouge teams come to New Orleans, the physicality level is high, maybe to a fault, okay, as opposed to what you get in Baton Rouge. And Jesuit's going to have, Catholic High's going to have to adjust to that. Whereas, they're playing at Strawberry Stadium, it's going to be a Hammond crew or a Lafayette crew doing. You're not going to have a Crescent City referee. This is going to be an interesting game to watch. Refereeing does make a difference.
Absolutely. And
this guy here, he likes to let it go. He lets the players play. But he has control. He's probably the best we have.
And just taking a look at the updated power rankings here, as we can see on the screen, unofficial power rankings, Catholic moves up to number 1, St. Paul's at 2, and Jesuit at 3.
Sounds like normal.
So we're going to kick off here in about a minute.
But as Rummel showed the other night, the power rankings aren't everything. Okay, it's who's hot at the end. And right now, Rummel's hot.
Jesuit 11, 1, and 4 on the season. Good mixture of juniors and seniors, said Coach Hubie Collins before the game. And Jacob Cabus is a starting forward. Matthew Busenlener, Zane Maddie, all going to be your forwards up there. And they're a very interchangeable squad, as is Catholic. Yes. Both a lot of talent from all the way from keeper up to striker. And, we're fixing to see a physical matchup here on Tuesday evening.
And I think more physical than Catholic is expecting. Or maybe they are expecting it. I'm sure they are. A little rowdy student section from Jesuit to boot. And,
big crowd here at Pan Am. And it is 7 p.m. on the dot. And the referee will blow the whistle.
These poor kids only had a half hour to warm up. And for a game like this, that's not a lot of time. Looks like Catholic is raring to press high and fast.
And we're off, folks.
And they are. Here they come.
Long kick by the Bears to start the game. And it's already physical. Just after the first back and forth with the ball across midfield. Some aggressive play at midfield as the Bears try to get their first attack in, and Jesuit with a counter opportunity here.
Guys, like you said, it's going to be very physical and very fast. No playing around here at all. Right, Jesuit with 3 in the back.
Hussein Ali playing keeper for Jesuit tonight. As the ball So a free kick here for Catholic. Back to the keeper.
Good possession. And Jesuit's going to pressure it. Yeah, one thing Catholic's going to have to get used to is this turf is old and it plays fast, and you can see the ball's bouncing a lot. Whereas you go to play at Catholic High, that turf is perfect. That last no call is a sign of what we were talking about earlier. There's going to have to be a obvious foul for that whistle to blow.
Just a little bit about your Catholic High Bears. They typically play a 4-4-2.
That's what it's looking like right now.
With a midfielder and a diamond, the midfield and a diamond formation, and they have 2 rock solid seniors starting at center back number 4, Cade Bro, number 28, Skylar Hecht. Outside backs, junior James Ayaman and sophomore Jacques Bro. And junior Max Cavana plays the 6, the holding midfielder position. He's one of the more well-rounded players on this Catholic High Bears team. Junior Nate Ogra and senior Ben Limbacher should start on the sides of the middle diamond. And freshman phenom Brennan Bro is, I believe he's out for the game today, but he's really made a difference for this Catholic High Bears teams. And then rounding out some other positions, Chris Manges, Mayo Rodriguez is going to be a weapon in the future for this team, maybe the fastest kid on the team. So just a lot of weapons on both sides of the ball, but for these guys in Baton Rouge, just a lot of talent, from sophomore all the way up to senior.
Yeah, you're not going to see any weak players tonight. You don't make it on the field in Catholic or Jesuit if you're a weak player.
And the freshman Brennan Bro, as I mentioned,
he must be a phenom.
He is.
When I was at Brother Martin, I had one freshman start. If
Right.
you have a freshman that starts, he's got to be phenomenal.
Yeah, and he is, and I do believe he's out for the game. We'll get back to you and confirm that for sure. But yeah, Jesuit only has juniors and seniors on its roster, and
I would argue that juniors means that they're pretty young this year.
Right.
They're usually a fleet of seniors.
Right, and so, but as Coach Hubie Collins told us before the game, it's a good mix of juniors and seniors, right? It's not a starting lineup full of seniors. It's not a starting lineup full of younger players. It's just a good mix of upperclassmen. So
when both of these squads, it's hard to crack the starting lineup, and neither of these coaches really have the need to sub.
No shots taken so far, huh?
No, but the balls have been on both sides.
Yep. So Catholic's defense trying to get the ball at least back to midfield, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, that's that fast turf again.
As the Jesuit student section cheers during the throw-in for the Blue Jays. Nothing happening here on the attack.
Oh, that was a dangerous
pass.
But
that was a dangerous pass over the middle. And, Alan, what do you think Jesuit needs to do on their attack just to kind of space out this Catholic defense?
Well, I saw, like I was telling you earlier, they played before.
Here's a cross over the middle.
Woof.
That was a hard kick ball on the side of the goal. I guess it was a shot attempt because it wasn't a cross the way that angle came in. So
yeah, I would argue it was misplayed, but it was really, really hard. What I think Jesuit's going to have to do is they're going to have to bounce back from earlier this week where they maybe waited too much, too little, too late to put the pressure on Rummel. And that's probably a lesson that they needed to learn. And I would imagine that they're going to press high and hard in the early minutes, which that's what it's looking like right now to me. That pass right there was a definite sign that they're not playing around.
Right. Jack Colato alongside Alan DeRitter. We're going to take you all the way home for this state rivalry here between the Bears of Baton Rouge and the Blue Jays of Jesuit. Catholic Baton Rouge versus Jesuit High School here at Pan American Stadium.
In the 80s, this was a storied rivalry. It took a big break, and now it's back. It's so nice to see it back.
No scores yet tonight. No shot attempts. Or shots on goal, rather.
On goal, yeah.
Thus far, but as the ball rolls to the Jesuit keeper, that's Hussein Ali with the ball in hand and looking to see where he's going to go with it. And he's going to kick it all the way down the field. And a header by a Catholic player is going to put this ball near our side of the field, near the press box and the crowd. And then they're going to transition it all the way back to the opposite side of the field. Catholic, that is. And, they've just traveled about 100 yards of this soccer field in a span of about
4 seconds,
20. Yeah, not even 10 seconds.
Yeah, both of these teams are big, fast, and strong.
Just a solid ball again by the keeper to get it out there, and Jesuits attacking here with number 11, Jacob Cabus.
Yeah.
And that's
Cabus.
the little brother of Stephen Cabus, who was a star for the 2011 state championship.
What
Jesuit
a game
Blue Jay
that
team.
was. I covered it. It was just an amazing finish.
And he's the fourth Cabus in that lineage.
I saw that name on the roster. It's like, oh boy, that strikes fear into an opponent.
Chris Cabus, Ryan, Stephen, and now Jacob, who is a junior, number 11, grade 11th.
Okay, so here comes the first opportunity for Jesuit. They're going to put somebody on the keeper. Smart move.
First corner kick. And here it is, right over the middle, deflected
defended.
by the Bears defense.
Transition goals are dangerous in soccer, and here comes an opportunity, and they misplayed it.
Yeah, just a kind of a shank kick there as he was trying to get it to his front man, but ball goes out of bounds, and we're going to have a throw in for Jesuit here on our side of the field.
The guy kind of rotated for that corner kick, and Jesuit did him a favor by taking their time there. And the Jesuits, Catholic guy's going to have a great opportunity here.
Yeah, whistle by the referee. It's a foul. And we're going to have a free kick and a really good look, as Alan said, for a shot attempt and a shot on goal.
It's only 35 yards. You got to believe it's going to be on target. We're going to see Hussein's ability right now.
Hussein Ali, that is, the Jesuit keeper. He is a senior. Number 1, and there's the shot by Catholic, blocked by the wall of Jesuit defenders.
Here's a transition opportunity for
Jesuit.
For a
second there, it was one-on-one with Carter Dusang, the forward, and just one Catholic defender, but all the players working their way back to the other side of the field.
I'll tell you, both those teams had their first opportunities at a restart, and they both failed. That's something that might bite them at the end of the game. First 10 minutes are really vital.
Blue Jays playing typically a 4-3-3 formation.
Ain't typical. It's a lot of rotation.
Or a 3-5-2. You'd know better than me, Alan.
Right. It's there's a lot of rotation.
But when they're playing, that 3-5-2, talk about, the attacking responsibility and the defending responsibility of the wing backs, if you will.
Well, the wings are the key. If you're going to go 3-5-2, they've got to be able to cover the entire field. And I'm sure Jesuit has no problem finding a pair of those.
Oh, good look at goal there for Catholic, but Ali, the Jesuit keeper, able to step right in front of the ball there and get it back out. Ball staying in bounds, and we're here to remind you on CrescentCitySports.com. Live streaming on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. Lamarck Lincoln is the only Lincoln Black Label dealership in the market. It's more than ownership, it's membership. Lamarck must be a reason.
All right. Now, that could be a mistake for Jesuit, because one thing that's been prevalent in the last few years is teams that can throw the ball 60 yards. So let's see what Catholic High's got this year. This is my first real good look at them in 2022.
Throw in by Catholic here on the far side of the field, and it's a high throw.
Not
controlled by Jesuits defense, and some physical play there, about 20 yards away from the goalkeeper. And the ball in a big run and a fast run and a clear run, but not fast enough for number 21 there. Is that 21?
Yeah. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. 21. Catholic's wearing white with numbers we could see. And so is Jesuit wearing the home blues, traditional blues with white numbers.
Yep.
And it's nice to see traditions kept.
And just passing it back to the keeper is Catholic. Here about 10 minutes into the first half.
Okay. Well, good to see two teams committed to possessing the ball and playing disciplined defense.
Back over to midfield is Catholic, working the ball across the field.
Student section's making
That's
the game kind of fun.
Number 6, Max Cavana for Catholic.
One thing that Jesuit has is a lot of height. Oh, good leave, yeah. All right. Catholic keeper on target, on par.
So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Max Cavana is for Catholic. He plays that holding midfielder position. And
well, I think with both teams, that's going to be the key. I was looking at Jesuits as well, and they're both like testing each other out right now.
Referees trying to get a hold of this game as some physical play and fighting for the ball is.
Some sloppy play afterwards, though. I tell you what, that's Catholic not being used to this turf.
Number 17 there, John Wimberly, one of Jesuits' back line. They're just clearing the ball away. Throw in for Catholic. Nice move there by number 7, James Ayaman. And some good back and forth passing here for Catholic, but Hussein Ali, Jesuits keeper, able to grab the ball and kick it away. Almost a ball that got through there, Alan, for Jesuit, but that's number 11, Jacob Cabus, who tried to make a run, but Jesuits keeper able to get there. That was a hard push.
And down here in New Orleans, that's going to be no call, and you'll find in Lake Charles that might be a red card.
You like to see the referees letting the kids play early.
Yeah, that might have been a little bit too much, but it's still I'd rather that than the opposite. Nice run.
Now Benjamin Limbacher with the ball.
Yeah, ball's
number
going
11.
Ball's going too fast for Catholic.
And then it's going to go out of bounds on, I believe, number 9, Buster Kuig.
And this is where I feel bad for Catholic only having a few minutes to warm up because they didn't really get the chance to fully acclimate themselves to this turf.
Yep, that's number 9, Buster Kuig, who's playing right forward.
One thing that's got to be aggravating Catholic, too, is for some reason Pan Am is using the inside lines instead of the outside lines right now, which makes it feel a lot more narrow than it should be.
Throw in by the Blue Jays. Ball at midfield. Catholic takes possession just for a brief moment as it's stolen by the midfielder, number 21 for Jesuit.
Say that was some sloppy passing on Jesuit's end, though.
Crowd getting loud here for the Blue Jays, the home crowd. Especially as the ball comes towards the bleachers here by the press box. Staying at midfield for now. But very physical game, 0-0 here at Pan Am.
I think you're going to see the physicality increase as the score stays 0-0.
We're about 17 minutes into the first half, 40-minute halves, so almost halfway through the first half. Throw in here for Catholic. Header over to the middle. Number 3, that is for Catholic, that's Nathan Barbera with the ball, and just like that, it's on Jesuit's side. So
yeah, but well defended by Catholic High. Catholic High has definite number advantage back here.
Foul called on the Catholic players, so free kick here for Jesuit about 30 yards outside.
Wow, that's a surprising call. All right, let's see what Jesuit can do. Catholic's going to hold the 18.
And it's going to be number 17 here with the free kick, John Wimberly. Nice little lob pass.
Yeah. Ooh, I thought that was a handball.
Again, well defended by Catholic.
Yeah, well defended indeed.
And kicked away. Another throw in for Jesuit.
I like that attempt, though.
Number 18 for the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
A shot on goal, but
yeah, it was kind of
not much of a challenge there for
no,
Catholic.
It's John Wimberly. Yeah, I think he wishes he had that back. More afraid to miss it. That doesn't look that
good. And ball back in midfield. Number 4 for Jesuit, Aiden Cuvion, racing after it with number 5 for Catholic, Cassidy Keller. Throw in here for the Bears. And the midfielder here for the Bears is Max Cavana, who lost control of the ball, and Jesuit's going to get it back.
Zane Matty is a presence in the field for Jesuit. He was the one that got fouled here, and he's going straight to the middle.
Free kick for number 16, Jacques Broussard.
Easy for the goalie. Tell you what, you're going to be hard-pressed to see 5 passes by either team in a row.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Just very back-and-forth games so far.
But bodies are flying. That's a great cross, but here's a counter.
And the ball is going to go close to out of bounds, and it is out of bounds. It's Catholic's throw-in.
I really like to see this field goal watered. You can see on the screen, everybody, that faint red line. That's where it used to be, and I don't know why Pan American has moved the touch lines in.
"20 minutes into this first half of high school soccer at Crescent City Sports.
Just not enough room.
Scoreless game so far, 0-0. Catholic and Jesuit at Pan American Stadium. And a couple nice touches there by Catholic, but unable to get a shot attempt. So ball back at midfield.
Oh, good pass.
And just trying to spread the field here are the Blue Jays.
But no.
What do you like so far from Catholic, Alan?
That they're playing physical. Okay, they're not shying away. They know when you go to New Orleans, you got to play physical, and they're not backing down. And what I like about Jesuit is they're increasing the volume of their attack right now. So bodies are flying. Right now, it's almost like looking like it's going to be the game of who makes the first mistake.
And nobody's made that mistake yet.
Nope,
so,
not at all. Except for
Hussein
maybe the quality of the free kicks,
Yeah, Hussein Ali, Jesuit's keeper, playing well.
It's a case of maybe getting too fancy with the ball.
And the back line just staying in front of Catholic's attack. forcing the ball out of bounds so they can reset.
I was about to say, I'm surprised that Caldecott is crowding the ball so much, but now as soon as I thought that, they're starting to spread out.
Throw in by number 9, Buster Kuig here. All the way to the goalie who loses control of the ball but then gets it back. That
could have been 1-0 to Catholic.
That one stops your heart for a minute, Alan.
Long throw-ins are very difficult to defend, everybody. It's a different thing than a kicked ball. They're floating. The goalie's not used to the speed of the ball, and they're distracting. I used to like that. I haven't had a flip thrower in a long time, but whenever I can get my hands on a flip thrower, they're on the varsity, automatic.
Yeah. So Hussein Ali saves himself there by retaining possession of the ball. He almost lost it there on the throw-in, but he got it back, he got it away, and now on the opposite side of the field is Jesuit with a free kick.
On a wet night, that could have easily gone in.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have some subbing. That's pretty interesting.
So some early subs here on both sides of the ball. One player in, one player out, both for Catholic and Jesuit.
Let's see if that's a tactical move. Now it looks like Jesuit's definitely going to throw a long one.
As about 5 players bunch up here for Jesuit on the throw-in.
Yeah, they're pretty spread out. And look, Jesuit's smart. You can't be offsides in the throw-in, so let's get into the goal. A flick off his head would be perfect.
And here it comes. Let's see how far it's going to go.
Oh, not far enough.
No, good defense by Catholic.
Here's opportunity.
And here's a counter.
Yeah, but Jesuit had a numbers back.
3 players and a nice pass that gets deflected, and good by Jesuit's defense just to stop that attack there for a minute.
Yeah, I think Jesuit did.
Another ball over the middle that bounces off the Jesuit player in it.
Ooh. But Jesuit did a good job not to throw too many numbers up on that long throw, and that way they almost got beat with a counter, but they were able to thwart it. But here's going to be Catholic's turn now to throw a bit deep on him.
Yep, another throw in right by the far right corner of the field. And it's going to be number 2, Chris Day. And it is a corner, and here it is.
Corner, okay.
Yeah, tough to see from our angle, but that was a corner kick. And a lot of headers. Jesuits defense just trying to get the ball out. It's staying in the box.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
And it was a game of keep the ball in the air until finally a Catholic player just with an errant kick.
I mean, for those of you who are thinking that was crazy, you got to have room to be able to drive a ball, and there's too many bodies around, so for nobody could get a run to the ball to get some power on it. It wasn't like they were doing that on purpose. Nice clearance.
Zane Maddie, as you mentioned earlier, just playing physical soccer right now at midfield for
He's
Jesuit.
a beast. He really is.
And typically, Maddie, along with Jacob Cabus and Matthew Busenlener, are going to be your attackers for the Blue Jays. As we're still scoreless, here about 25 minutes into the first half. Jesuit Catholic at Pan Am. Catholic's going to get the ball back.
All right, there's your
Jesuit's
mistake.
got a run here. Number 21 for the Blue Jays with a shot. Deflected. Good defense to force a corner kick for Jesuit. But for a second there, we thought we might have our first goal.
Yeah, that was the first mistake. See what though, Catholic got back on their horse and took the angle away. It's not over. Corner kicks at this level are a really dangerous thing to give another team. Yeah, already it's getting physical by the goalie. Yeah, a lot of contact.
Lining up for the corner here is Jesuit. It's a nice corner over the middle.
Oh, yes. But that was a goal.
And
And the goalie was he wasn't obstructed. It's illegal to obstruct the goalie, but it's not illegal to have a lot of people around him.
That's about as close as we've seen in this game. So a good corner, a good try there for Jesuit, but
very well taken. I think Catholic dodged the bullet there.
Goal kick here is just going to be a short kick out to his defender, and Catholic going to try to work the ball across midfield.
Yeah, but now Jesuit's going to be encouraged to put a little bit more pressure on. They really put some heat on Catholic just now.
Throw in here for the Bears. Jesuits midfielders Connor Kane, Carter Dusang, Haas Pavlovich, Matt Tortorich are typically going to be at the midfield spot for Jesuit. Obviously, Coach Hubie Collins, with, as we mentioned, a lot of talent by juniors and seniors, can start just about anybody at midfield. But he likes to stick with similar starting lineups for a couple games in a row, but and always has the opportunity to flip it any way. And sometimes he can interchange positions. But right now the ball is just back and forth, and it's going to go all the way out of bounds. Oh, nope, saved by number 19.
I don't see how that was saved. Yeah, he wasn't.
Connor Boudreau trying to keep it in play, but it's going to be a Catholic throw-in. Just barely went out of bounds.
Classic battle, Jesuits versus Brothers of the Sacred Heart. Two orders that have done so much good for southeastern Louisiana.
And ball goes out of bounds again. Another throw in for the Bears. Catholic's defense allowing their keeper, Hussein Ali, to come up, grab the ball, and kick it away.
Well, he misplayed that one.
Jesuits back line able to clear the ball, and
good pressure from Jesuit.
Interesting play there, Allen, by the Catholic keeper, just to kick it over there by the corner, huh?
Very dangerous. He's not over yet.
Yeah, Jesuit's got a look here. Nice possession.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just an interesting decision by the keeper there, because he definitely could have kicked the ball all the way down the middle of the field or out of bounds, but instead he sent it over to a player who was going to get trapped in the corner.
I think he panicked. Teenagers.
Jesuit crowd getting loud every time the ball comes to this side over by where we are, Allen, in the press box. And
it's always funny to watch football players come to a game because, they really don't know how to cheer. So whenever they get a chance to say something.
They just get excited when they're up close, right?
Right.
And
they don't understand, American sports are full of, points, and it's 0-0, but it's a great game.
It's a very patient game.
Yeah.
A lot of throw-ins and just a few corner kicks in this game so far. The one corner kick by Jesuit that, one touch, 1 inch away from going in for the Blue Jays.
Yeah. Jesuit's trying to force another mistake. Look at the speed.
Yeah, that's number 2, Carter Dusang.
Oh, great opportunity.
Good chance there by Jesuit, crossing the ball over, but too high, and it's going to go out of bounds, and a goal kick.
I tell you what, that was That kid there split 5 Catholic High defenders.
Carter Dusang.
Carter Dusang,
Yep.
man. And to get to that point of attack that fast for a kid that big, that was really impressive. It's nice to be in the press box. Last night I was on the field. It was really cold.
Yeah, it's
not too cold today, though.
It's not too bad out there today. And
that took a lot of guts, I'll put it that way.
Another kick just that goes out of bounds for Catholic, and number 18 for the Blue Jays.
Catholic's starting to make some mistakes.
Connor Kane with the throw in here. Over to John Wimberly, who has the ball and kicks it up, but over everybody's head, and Catholic's keeper takes control.
Jesuit's probing around. And Catholic really hasn't sustained a good attack in a while now.
Here's a long kick by the keeper. That's what they need to kind of get it out of their back line, and now looking to attack are the Bears.
Okay, well, look at the Blue Jays swarming back. 8 of them.
So they're going to transition the ball over to the left side, pass it over to the middle.
Too many blue shirts.
Little give and go action there was unsuccessful, but back here for Catholic once again.
Catholic made some good runs there.
Yeah, it was a nice cross to the middle of the field. Just went right over the Bears player's head, and Hussein Ali able to kick it away.
Jesuit's trying to push the issue in the attacking part of the field.
Subs coming in for Catholic. And as we wait for the subs, live streaming on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Academy has all the gear you need to enjoy more sports and outdoors, all at the prices you love. And with curbside pickup available now, it's never been easier to shop the top brands in-store and online at academy.com.
Oh, yeah, I think sometimes that wouldn't be called. Kind of looked like a dive, but it was a foul, though. And just wasted.
Yeah, so we're looking at a 0-0 game right now, scoreless, only really one kind of nail-biting moment that we thought could be a goal, and that was on a corner kick with Jesuit. And then I would say the other nail-biting moment, Alan, was when Jesuit's keeper lost control of the ball and could have easily been one-touched in by a Catholic player.
Yeah.
But besides that, just really good soccer, very physical, very fast, as we predicted, before the game.
Yeah. Each side is looking for the other side to give them a gift.
We're looking at a high ball here with an opportunity for Jesuit and a kick in the middle.
Not over.
But cleared out, and this possession is not over. Throw in for the Jays on our side of the field.
Yeah, and there's more room for him to run up, so this ball's going to go deeper into the box. This is going to be a dangerous play.
Well, let's hope, because last time you thought it was going to be a deeper one, and I don't think he got all of it on him.
No.
So if we can get a long throw in here, Alan, we're
no, he's going to go short.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing as last time.
Yeah. Don't understand that.
And explain to those at home listening and watching the live stream why you'd prefer a long throw in there and what kind of opportunity that creates.
They're unpredictable, and since the ball's not going so fast, people can make runs in midair. It's a lot more aggressive and a lot harder to defend. There's just a lot of good things that happen when a ball is going that slow, that high into a dangerous space.
And
my first tight title, we scored the first 2 goals on 2 of those.
Yep.
They're
long
hard
throw-ins.
to defend.
So we're back at midfield. Catholic just trying to space out the ball, and they're going to work it back to their keeper.
Jesuit's still putting pressure. Oh, that's a mistake. That could have been bad.
Definitely, as the Catholic player had a chance to stop that ball and kind of have an open attack.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm not sure Hubie wants Hussein doing that.
I'm sure he'll hear it.
I'm sure he will.
hear from Coach Collins
Yeah.
at halftime. But
good advantage call. That's a typical New
Jesuits
Orleans.
midfielders trying to get away. The crowd goes wild after a little physical back and forth there at midfield. And
yeah, but you want that advantage call. That was a really good call by the referee.
Connor Kane is playing defender right now, number 18. He's been clearing that ball away and getting it into, the foot of his forwards, and that's a foul.
Oh, my. Yeah. Well, we had a drama fall for Catholic. Now we have Jesuits drama fall. It's one of the things I hate about the game, and it's almost like it forced the referee to have to call it. So this is going to be a dangerous opportunity. You can't win in the field, might as well win on a restart. I don't really like that philosophy, but that's done all over the place.
The old flopper argument,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah. Oh, boy, they didn't wait for the
call
whistle.
Here?
No, they didn't wait for the whistle.
Okay.
If you're going to ask for 10, you got to wait for the whistle. That's actually working for Jesuit's benefit because they that wasn't going well.
So we got 5 guys lined up near the goal, 1 on the outside and 1 taking the kick, and here it is.
Yeah,
Woo!
Great shot, great save.
Great shot.
And they're calling a corner.
And they did. They called a corner kick for Jesuit as they line up. Really nice free kick, and was that on target? I think it was.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Right now, if you're into gymnastics, Jesuit's winning the style points. We got to get the goal in.
Yep. Corner kick here for the Blue Jays.
That should have been
almost another shot on goal, but it's deflected out.
Yeah. Catholics living dangerously.
To the sideline, and it's a Catholic throw-in. Back to the middle of the field. Back to the feet of the Blue Jays as number 17, John Wimberly takes it.
Okay. Now, if this is what I think it is, I'm going to rant here.
The ref blows the whistle, and we're waiting for the call.
I hate this. Okay, this is a new rule where the referee could just put the ball in play if it hits him. Whereas in the old days, the referee was part of the field.
Okay.
And it worked out great here because no harm, but what happens
if it was in the middle of an attack?
Yeah. But the thing is, though, maybe at halftime we could talk about it. But the thing is that when it's closer to the goal, it turns out to be a free kick. And when if the ball hit the referee, he's part of the field. The responsibility is for the player, I think. I don't like this rule at all.
Referee calls the Catholic player back just to back up his where he throws the ball in. So
I guarantee you there are coaches who are practicing hitting the referee right now.
Just past midfield here. 0-0 is the score. And that's the end of the first half.
All right.
Here on Crescent City Sports. Jack Halato alongside Alan DeRitter at Pan Am. It's Jesuit 0, Catholic 0. And that's the end of the first half. We'll be right back after a short break.
Okay.
Welcome back to the second half of this Crescent City Sports live stream. Jack Collado alongside Alan DeRitter. And the score is 0-0, Alan. It's Jesuit versus Catholic, two of the top teams in the state of Louisiana. As the players run back out on the field for the second half, what did you see there in the first half?
Honestly, what I expected. I thought the Jesuit kind of broke them down a little bit at the end. But I think it's going to take a while for Catholic to get used to the field conditions and really the style of refereeing that I didn't see very evident just now. And I think Jesuit, I expected them on fire. And I think right now, you can see how they're lined up. They're going to be pushing the ball full field right away. And Jesuit needs a goal. I think Jesuit really wishes that half could have lasted 10 minutes longer.
Just letting you know. First kick goes out of bounds, and here we go. Throw in for Jesuit number 31.
Oh, look at this. All right, so, yeah, they're going to mix it up right away. Jesuit putting pressure on again, starting where they left off.
Yep, and here we go. It's Aiden Corbello, I believe.
Over and over.
Yep, Aiden Corbello. That's the kicker for the football team, who comes in to start at midfield.
He had a good season in football. That
Sure
one,
did.
He kicked it too football-like.
And tough to see here from our angle, but it's going to be out of bounds on Jesuit and a throw in for Catholic, kind of pressed up against their back line. So physical play, as we saw in the first half, early, fast, a lot of kicks back and forth, and then now the clear by the defense. But talk about the defensive play if you could for me, Alan.
Well, it's defense wins championships, and right now I think that Catholic High is a little rattled. They haven't given up a goal, so but I do think that they look kind of shaken by all this pressure. That was a clear foul, that one call right there.
And here for the Jesuit team, coached by Hubie Collins. We have number 21, who switched up his jersey number, but we were able to find out that is Alex Patron during halftime. So usually wears number 22, wearing number 21 tonight, and he's been all over the field and especially involved in a lot of those attacks in the first half for the Blue Jays.
A very good player. Catholic just put about 7 passes in a row. Is really impressive and full of poise. They're trying to do the same thing. Maybe they're trying to settle this game down. Hard to say yet, not right now.
Yeah, number 3 here for the Bears is going to be Nathan Barbera. He's a striker for them. He's, capable of playing any of the forward positions, but with Nathan Barbera and Luke Broussard and Buster Kuig, all guys who see playing time, all guys who were involved in the first half. So Catholic's back line now just forcing the ball up, and it's going to stay right around midfield as Jesuit's going to try to make a run here. Nice little kick on the far side of the field, outside, and a pass into the middle, and then Catholic's able to just pass it back to their keeper, who gets it back out to midfield. Ball kind of bouncing around here at the start of the second half.
The paces are different. Catholic's trying to be more purposeful, and Jesuit's pushing the issue. When a field is narrow, that kind of favors the team that's pushing.
Ball goes out of bounds here, and the throw in for the Bears. this home crowd seems to be quieted down a little bit.
Quite quiet. You know, it's not what you're going to see in the playoffs. You know, it's Tuesday night.
I think they all just realized that it's Tuesday night. It's not a
Right.
Friday night football game.
Right.
They're like, darn, I got to do homework when I get home, you know. But, you know, a good crowd nevertheless. And
Yeah, it's still a good crowd.
And we got to thank everybody tuning in from Baton Rouge. We know a lot of people couldn't make the trip. You know, Crescent City Sports is here for you, offering you this live stream. It's on YouTube. It's on CrescentCitySports.com. Go find it. Go share it. Go like the stream and spread the word on Twitter or any of your social media outlets. Again, Jack Collado alongside Alan DeRitter here for the second half of Jesuit versus Soccer as we have a nice little open attack here by number 21, Alex Petrone, and a pass out to number 2 and a nice shot on goal.
Great shot.
And a nice block by the keeper. So we're going to have a corner kick, and it's going to be our first of the
Absolute
second
great
half.
Save. That was a game-saving save right there. Two totally different paces. Jesuit's going to try to get to the goal as fast as possible, and Catholic's more purposeful. You know, they're going to take it easy, and I'm not sure that's going to cut it tonight.
So good look there by Jesuit, and a good look here again for them as the corner kick
They're
comes
really
in,
touching the goalie.
and it's just a little low and right towards the Catholic defender. But there's number 2 again for the Jays. That's Carter Dusang.
Oh, that's a foul. Let it go.
Yep, physical play from the midfielders.
Great opportunity. Misplayed.
So another opportunity there for Jesuit.
They're pressing. And Catholic's going to go slow and short. Now, I don't mind that. That's what I teach. But it's going to be a rough night.
Couple of really close calls here in the second half for Catholic. What do you think that coach is thinking over there?
He obviously is asking him to play small ball, but I'm sure he's sweating right now. All the pressure that Jesuit's putting on.
And that's J.B. Brunet,
Yep, great guy.
who came to Catholic in 2019 from Episcopal.
He changed the culture.
Yeah.
Totally changed the culture at Catholic High, and you see the result. I mean, they're definitely on the same page of what they're trying to do.
J.B. Brunet from Episcopal School of Acadiana, was hired as a soccer coach for the 2019-2020 season, and obviously the Bears won a state championship last season, 2021.
One of the hottest coaches in the state right now. Great opportunity.
Good chance there for the Bears, but it's just a little wide right as Hussein Ali's going to track down this ball, and the goalkeeper for Jesuit is going to line up for a goal kick as players kind of move back to their original positions. But just really good soccer in the first half, and it seems like more opportunities are going to form for themselves in the second half, as these guys kind of get a little tired, and as one mistake, like you said, we're waiting for one team to make the big mistake, and it could be in any second.
I'll tell you what, that was pretty cheeky by Jesuit right there.
Out of bounds, Catholics throw in, and they're going to bring about 6 or 7 guys forward here for the throw-in. Do we expect a long throw-in here, Coach?
Definitely here.
There it is.
Yeah. Displayed.
Yeah, not exactly what Hussein Ali wanted, but he's got an open man here, number 2, who he's going to throw it to.
Almost.
And are we going to get a pass downfield? No, we're not. So just right back to Catholic. But good play by the keeper. It was just a close call because he didn't maintain possession. So he kind of just.
Again, the ball's moving slower. You're seeing this ball pinging around right now, and then a throw in, the ball's going, half that speed, it's hard to adjust.
Yeah, but Jesuits defense and keeper Hussein Ali able to get out of there during that Catholic attack. And so now it's Jesuit ball on the far end of the field, opposite our press box angle. So back in midfield.
Both teams well coached. They're staying true to their game plans.
No call there by the refs, letting them play.
That throw was kind of surprising.
And that could be, I think it's those types of high balls that can lead to mistakes, Alan, and just talk about what you need to do as a defender, at least, just to get in position to prevent a mistake.
Well, first thing, you have to know where you are in relation to the defender, and then you can't be stuck ball watching. And if you mistime a ball that's in the air like that, it could be obviously lethal to the entire team. So you got to jump at the right time. You can't be afraid. A lot of these kids coming out of youth soccer right now are afraid to touch the ball with their heads. I don't see any evidence of that here with these two teams.
Hussein Ali is going to kick it away here on our live stream of Crescent City Sports. Live streaming on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 35 years, transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. Gibbs Construction. Some cheers here by the Blue Jay crowd here on our side, Alan, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Bears.
It's fun.
Back-to-back headers by the midfielders.
Okay.
And just a little transition over
like
to the
that-
other side of the
that
field.
is-
Nice pass.
Yeah, that's a Brunei team. Everybody on the field knew that ball was going to be there, even though the player was 40 yards away. And now they get the throw in for it.
Throw in for Catholic, trying to get it inside the box, and back to Jesuit and an opportunity to counter.
Not wasting any time.
Nice pass over to Carter Dusang, who's trying to make a move and just get a pass inside and unable to do so as Catholic kicks it out.
Let's close them down this time.
High ball over the middle of the field, and again, kicked out by Catholic's defense. But number 31 there for the Jays, that's Aiden Corbello.
Tell you what, that one thing, it's hard for a football kicker to come back on the field right after a football season because it's hard to learn how to aim low when you've been aiming high. But in that case, it was perfect for him because he was trying to lift it over the back line.
And I spoke with Coach Collins this morning, and he said, Aiden's going to get the playing time, but just as you said, I mean, it is really tough to get back into that conditioning. And so while he's a little bit behind those players who started, earlier than he did just training with the team, he's definitely going to get, that playing time as a junior and a midfielder.
There's this thing called muscle memory. I coach kickers, and it's just really hard to transition because you're used to, in American football, you're shaking a soccer shot.
Right.
And so now you got to undo everything you've learned.
Throw in by Catholic, going to,
Yeah, that's a legit foul.
and it is going to be a foul. And that's number 22, Nathan Ogra for Catholic, who was fouled by number 2, Carter Dusang of Jesuit.
And the Catholic they're not rushing numbers up. So they're not going to get countered here.
.22 back with the ball. Nathan Ogra, center mid for the Bears. He's working inside, and he's actually wide open right now if they can get it to him. But a shot on goal is easily handled by Hussein Ali of Jesuit, and he's pushing his team back. So prepare for a long kick across midfield here. And it is.
Oh, you don't see much of that this game. Should not let the ball hit the ground.
That'll upset a coach or two, huh?
It drives me nuts.
and out of bounds on Jesuit. So throw in for Catholic right near the Catholic bench.
Youth soccer's not allowing headers now, and so now we're spending a lot of our time teaching kids how to play with the ball in the air at the high school level than we ever had to.
Pass to number 8 for Jesuit, Zane Matty. Playing really hard. Played hard in the first half, and he's getting into the action here in the second half. Still 0-0, scoreless game, but very physical, very fast.
Oh, that was
and
nasty.
That is
disadvantage.
no call.
No, he did call. He
did
called
call.
That advantage.
Okay.
I think as a coach, I'd rather the kick. He's going to card him. Yeah, I disagree with the advantage there because that wasn't a well-played ball.
Yellow card on number 23. That's Haas Pavlovich, number 23, with the yellow card for Jesuit. That was a blindside hit, if you will.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you saw, that was the last of 4 hits. There were 3 hits earlier where a lot of pushing and shoving was going on. Now you got pushing and shoving here. So, if you're going to call the 4th, you need to call the 1st.
I never want to see a replay of an injury, but when it's a big hit on the soccer field, that is something I would like to see. And we got an attack here by Jesuit. Alex Patron with another nice run, but Catholic defense holds up again.
Yeah, look at the pressure. I tell you what, it's working.
Waiting for a mistake, as Coach DeRitter said here. Yeah.
You know, now when everybody at my school, I teach in De La Salle, whenever they think that soccer's, my little bitty students, they think that soccer's a soft sport. I put on a video of soccer injuries, and by the time it's over, they're begging me to turn it off.
I love it.
There's definitely no patty cake out here today. People with bodies are flying.
Right. And we just see the Blue Jays trying to get an attack in. We see the Bears stopping them, and just a lot of physical play at midfield. Aiden Corbello here kicking it back. Carter Dusang up front, playing forward.
It's not a direct play by Jesuit. Look at that. Speaking of.
And there's the kicker.
Yeah.
That would have been good from 40 yards out.
Amen. They're staying to their game plans, both coaches.
Yep. So crossing midfield are the Bears, and it's headed out of bounds by Jesuit's back line.
Well, I've been calling these poorly today, but I suspect another deep throw here. Yeah, and Catholic is adjusting.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
It's a short throw backwards, but hey, I think we're going to get a deep throw sooner or later. And you know what? I'm thinking the deep throw might be the next goal, or the first goal of the game, rather, because Coach Alan DeRitter here has been adamant that we're going to see a deep throw in.
What you can see right now, though, is the play of the game.
Yep.
At this moment, this ball's got to be put on target.
Yep, and we're waiting for.
Jesuit slowed it down by standing close. They almost got a card for that.
We're waiting for the scoring to open here, folks. It's 0-0, and we're going to try to get an idea of how far into the second half we are going, but here's the kick.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought that was him. Very good runs by the Catholic High players. They packed up, and then they started peeling off from each other. And the ball was right off the head of, I can't tell what number it was, but that was a pretty good opportunity.
Yeah, just a nice run and a nice head in, but unsuccessful. But definitely one that made this Jesuit home crowd a worry there for a minute.
Well, let me tell you something, too. All right, we haven't said this at all, but there's this team called St. Paul's. If you're going to play like this against St. Paul's, you're not going to win. All right, they're still around. They lost last year, and that doesn't mean they're not going to be ready to go this year.
We're about halfway through the second half, right at the 20-minute mark, and no call here.
Retaliation indeed. I told you that was coming before the game.
Yep, and we got a run.
Yeah, a lot of pushing.
And we're waiting for the ref to say something, but he's not saying anything.
Nope.
He's letting the kids play.
This is New Orleans, baby. Look, almost a clothesline right there.
And Aiden Corbello Aiden Corbello is going to be called here, I believe.
Yeah, tell you what.
And there's going to be a lot of chatter here by the Jesuit players with the referee. There were back-to-back hits on that possession and that back and forth.
That's off of Catholic High. You do that in Baton Rouge, you got red cards flying. Okay, not here. I promise you, I was in Baton Rouge last week. That would have been a red card easy.
And finally, the ref stops play, but, Jesuit was, I guess, arguing that there should have been a call earlier. And here's the kick. It looks good.
What a play.
Really nice angle by that
2v1.
By that kick. That was a nice angle and the keeper, but here's the counter, and here's an open look, and we got a shot by number 2, Carter Dusang, and it is just left
Transition goal.
of the
Textbook.
post. Just left. Probably the best look of the game,
Yes,
I would say.
indeed. Both teams.
With the right foot, Carter Dusang just misses wide left, and the goalie's making the sign of the cross right now because
the Catholics were doing a good job of not putting all their eggs in one basket, but they did for that kick, and they almost paid for it. They only had 2 defenders back, and the result is what you saw.
So back to the goalkeeper. Rhett W. is Catholic's keeper. Jesuit able to get the ball back after a nice steal. And number 12 for the Blue Jays, working for the ball there. That's Jake Arcement, who scored on senior night last week against
Senior night?
Grace King. Yeah, they celebrated senior night last week.
Wow. I don't like that because that when we did that 2 seasons, that was because we were anticipating the end of the season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's hope that
I think they switch it up every now and then. I'm not sure why or when they choose what's the senior night ceremony, but nevertheless, Jake Arcement, whose number is 12.
Okay.
He's a senior. He was able to score in that game against Grace King.
So far, so good with the LHSA. We're so happy with them. When the recommendation came down by the governor that everything should shut down, the LHSA said no. And boy, we were really impressed with that.
And kick goes out of bounds right near our side of the field and by the bleachers here at Pan American Stadium. Throw in by Aiden Corbello, who's going to go over
Still
2 players and 2
a lot of body contact.
Patron.
A lot of body contact.
Nice slide there by the defender. And just trying to work the ball in is Jesuit, but working the ball out of bounds and clearing it away is Catholic.
Yeah, I don't see Carter Dusang on the right side anymore. Wonder what that story's about. Blake Burmaster's in his place.
So Jesuit maintaining possession here, and every time it seems like they got a free run towards the goal, Catholic's defense steps in and steps up. But like we said earlier, Carter Dusang's kick with the right foot, across to the left side of the goal just missed, and that was by far the best look of the game so far, and here might be the best look for Catholic, depending on if this midfield can catch up to this attack. But
that is a team that was on the same page right there.
So good passing by Catholic, but just back and forth midfield play once again, staying physical.
Really good.
And that's got to be one of the the toughest.
Ooh.
It's got to be one of the toughest kickers from
I've
football.
coached a few.
Usually kickers aren't ones to get physical, but
no, I've
Aiden
coached a few.
Corbello for Jesuit has gotten into a couple plays.
He's impressed me today.
Using his shoulders as a defender to stop a Catholic attack. So back on the far side of the field at midfield, about 25 minutes into the second half, still scoreless, 0-0, Jesuit versus Catholic.
Jesuit did a good job of closing all the passing lanes right there. That was an opportunity for Catholic. Very good job by Jesuit's defense.
Here we go, number 18 for Catholic.
Okay. All right.
And a good look for Jesuit. Number 21, again, it's Patron.
Advantage.
Aiden Corbello with the ball at midfield. Another long kick by Corbello.
Opportunity.
Bounced back out to number 5, who stepped in, Matthew Tortorich, who plays midfield.
I guarantee you this. Those kids are having fun. It's fun to play physical.
Jaquez Broussard, number 16, playing good as the center back. And ref stops play here for a minute.
For a substitution. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all these guys on the back line for Jesuit have been playing well.
Yes, they have been. I mean, I think the momentum's really kind of shifted towards Catholic. But Jesuit's back line is really frustrating.
Aiden Corbello.
Yeah.
Field goal is good.
Field goal good. Look.
Off the
and
post.
a student body agrees.
But it's over the actual soccer goal. But it bounced off the post to the field goal. And he's used to.
You can tell these are all a bunch of football players having fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're at a soccer game watching the real football. All right. Look at these nice controlled touches by Catholic.
Nice pass here by Catholic. Going to number 18.
Now, it's not that Jesuit couldn't do this. Jesuit is just choosing not to for strategic reasons. Jesuit can play possession with anybody else.
Jacques Bro is their left back.
Nice ball.
Who's been involved in a lot of the in stopping a lot of the Jesuit attacks, and there's a shot on goal, but it's easy.
Yeah, pathetic shot. But the ball movement was great. Catholic is looking like they're for real this year.
Catholic's playing well. Jesuit's playing well, and here's an opportunity. Just waiting for one team to make a mistake or one back line of the defense to keep a hole open, and there's a cross that just –
One thing you're not talking about, though, there's an expectation. When you put on that blue jersey, there's an expectation that you're winning the state championship, you know? And there's been a lot of frustration in blue recently. And they really, really need this win, or at least have an opportunity to win it.
No, absolutely.
Or the tension's just going to increase on Bank Street.
Catholic obviously winning the state championship last year.
Dangerous ball. Referee won't let the contact go there. Very good opportunity for Jesuit.
And for Jesuit, the last state championship in soccer came in 2018.
Yeah, and okay, and for everybody who's listening, for Jesuit, that's like 20 years.
Right. Right. Well, and then there was a long streak before that. It went all the way back to 2013 was their last one, and then there were just a bunch in a row. Before that.
Yeah, it's called the Katrina factor.
Yeah.
You know, and I think now the South Shore is caught up to the North Shore, but the demographics changed to Mandeville and Covington after a hurricane, and the result has been St. Paul's run.
So a high ball, kind of a mishit by the Catholic player, but thankfully Jesuit at least for him, Jesuit not able to answer. But yeah, I don't think that Catholic defender meant to kick that ball up high in the air like that.
No, indeed. It's still kids playing.
Nice touches here, getting the ball over to the right side, and here's another chance for Catholic. High kick.
I tell you what,
Hussein Ali. It almost looked like he was in the goal
from our
when
angle.
He caught that.
I tell you, I don't know what the whistle's for.
I think a sub or a player down.
No, you can't have a sub. It's got to be a player down.
Yeah, player's down, number 8. He's kind of limping off the field. That's Zane Maddie.
Okay.
And can't tell the number of the player coming in, but we'll let you know here in a minute. Still 0-0, about 28 minutes into the second half.
Number 8 came in.
Number 8 came in for number 8?
Wait. It's time for me to get some glasses.
Might be a 5 or 6.
I'm trying to find out.
I think it's 5. Matthew Tortorich.
9.
Oh, it's 9. Oh, Matthew Tortorich has been in at midfield. So yeah, it is number 9 who comes in for Zane Maddie, and that's Matthew Busenletter, a senior. I think I heard a player from the Jesuit crowd saying, do something. And I think
I would just tell him, you go out there and try. It's not like chopped livers out there. There's a lot of steak on that field.
I think we all want, obviously, a goal to be scored. We don't want this game to end in a draw, but it's just been good soccer so far. What do you like from both sides so far?
I think Catholic has shown me that they have the poise to be able to defend as state champions. You know, they're not panicky. They stay true to their system. And I find Jesuit playing surprisingly direct. And I don't know what the reason is there. I'm sure if Coach Collins is doing it, there's a good reason for it. And but I don't know if that's going to cut it to go all the way to the state championship.
As we mentioned, Catholic is number 1 in the power rankings. Jesuit number 3. St. Paul's number 2. And those are clearly your 3 powerhouses in LHS.
Yeah, and if it leaves 0-0, you know, the sentimental winner is Catholic because they came into New Orleans with New Orleans officials on a New Orleans field and didn't lose.
And we got a high free kick for Catholic that goes straight to Jesuit's keeper, Hussein Ali, who's going to kick it low and
crazy
out
kick.
Of bounds.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
That was a mistake there by him, as Catholic's going to have a throw in, and as they sub out number 5, I believe it is, Keller Cassidy, who comes out of the game, and number 2 steps in for him, Chris Day.
So both back lines are determined they're not going to make that mistake, okay? They're holding their ground.
Ball kind of bouncing back and forth here at midfield, and Catholic
now
has an
too.
attack.
Oh.
And a shot right at the keeper, but
that was from 40 yards out.
Yeah, it was a nice kick
Right.
from 40 yards out. Jesuit,
and it was on target, man.
Jesuit looking for a quick transitional attack there, but it just goes out of bounds. So back for a throw-in for Catholic. Live streaming on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner, Lamarck Quick Lane Services, and all makes and models, batteries, tires, oil changes, and more, all done quickly while you enjoy some popcorn. Must be a reason. Lamarck Automotive. It's 0-0 here at Pan Am Tuesday night. Jesuit Catholic, Bears versus Blue Jays. And as Alan DeRitter said, I'm Jack Collado alongside Coach DeRitter, and as he said, a 0-0 game that would end in a draw would feel like more of a win for Catholic as that ball flies over the goal.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. You know? And don't forget, I haven't done all the math here, but there's going to be a power rating trade-off here, too. You know? And I think there's a big difference between being a 2 seed and a 3 seed, okay? And the route you have. So there's a lot at stake out here.
No
Look
doubt.
at that push off there.
No doubt. Very physical play,
Right.
especially at midfield. And
Yeah, but
along the
I don't understand
sideline.
that no call because that got a whistle in the first half.
Catholic player kind of complaining there. I think he thought maybe it was a foul or maybe it was out on the Jesuit guy, but he's not getting back, that's for sure.
He got pushed off.
Um,
All right. Ooh, risky.
yeah, risky ball there that rolls to Catholic's keeper, but able to get it away back to midfield.
Okay.
Catholic on the attack
Catholic
and
is good
forces it
pass.
outside and thought we were going to have a cross here. We did have
We
a cross. Didn't know, Alan, I had no idea who had the ball there, and then we just see one flying right over the goalkeeper's head and off the head of Catholic's forward there.
It'd be nice if I had real glasses.
Trying to see the number. Is that 11?
No, I don't think so. I think it's 13, but I'm not sure. 23.
23. Okay, so that was Luke Broussard
Okay.
with a head off the cross. And
But it bounced off the top of his head.
Yeah,
And,
off the top of his head and just over the goal.
Yeah, you need to put those on your foreheads. That was a little technical error that he regrets.
So Catholic gets the ball back. Nice little move there by number 2,
Good making space.
Chris Day, to get some space and work a shot.
Ooh. Kiss the post.
Hussein Ali, Jesuit's keeper, did not think that had a chance, and it looked a little closer than I think he thought it would be. But it is off. Is it off the Jesuit defender?
It should be a goal kick. No, I think he's pointing corner. Let's see.
He is pointing at the corner, and it is going to be a corner kick.
Okay.
Catholic.
So that might have been going in. It was obviously he saw it deflection. We didn't.
Right. And that ball can spin any which way off the foot of the defender, and obviously it went off the Jesuit defender. And here's the corner,
That was wasted.
and it is booted out of bounds, away from the corner by number 18.
Okay, let me
Jesuit.
think this is a short throw, so that way they'll throw it long.
Watch, as soon as you say that,
Yep.
here comes the long throw. Coach, it's a goal for Catholic. Coach, it's a long throw for Catholic. And as he predicted, my co-host, Alan DeRitter, who's been waiting for a long throw in all game, and as soon as he says short throw, it's a long throw and it's a goal. We've been talking about these long throw-ins. It is a goal for the Catholic High School Bears.
My.
And there is not a lot of time left
No.
here in the second half. Bears go up 1-0.
No, that's like being up 10-0. All right, let me tell you, I'm afraid to go home because I think my wife is in a good mood right now. So it means she's probably not.
And what?
Oh, boy.
I mean, what an attack! What an effort by Catholic. They had a corner. They had a corner that was booted out, and then the throw-in comes in, and it falls on the foot of a Catholic player, and there it is.
It's just a different pace.
Yep, 1-0, and not a lot of time left here in the second half. Ball goes down to Jesuit's keeper, Hussein Ali, who's going to kick it as far as he can, but I don't think he got it on his foot the way he wanted to there because it's back on Catholic's.
Yeah. I promise you.
Throw in for Catholic.
Yeah. This has not changed in 20 years. This is Division I, big boy soccer, okay? You're not going to get a free ride down the middle. A deep throw or a free restart will get you in. All right, what do you want to think? Deep or short here?
I'm thinking deep again.
Yes, I think so. And Hussein tries to get it, but now the goal's wide open. Oof.
All right. Out of bounds. Near Jesuit's bench. The long throw in that time was unsuccessful, but
I'll tell you what.
back to Jesuit's keeper. Jesuit trying to get some semblance of an attack here to try to tie this game up, but it's 1-0 Catholic. Not a lot of time left. Ball over the middle.
Oh, my.
Ball over the middle, and the keeper was not there for it. If the Jesuit player would have gotten it on his foot, it would have been a goal.
Oh, boy. He wishes he had that one back.
That was about as close as it gets for a low cross, right? Low cross that went right past.
That was a great opportunity missed, man.
That was a chance to tie the game, and Hussein Ali here for Catholic.
Making a mistake here again.
Trying to get rid of it. Jesuits got another chance here. Right at the end of the game,
Yep.
Jesuits got a chance to tie it up.
Can
They're
he
going to
shoot?
take a shot.
Nope. Offsides.
I thought they would take a shot there, Coach, but
I don't see why not.
defense just stepped up, I guess, and deflected the ball.
Well, Jesuit hurries up here. They have a chance for a long ball and maybe a flick and then a shot. That's what I'd be looking for here.
Short time here at Pan Am.
Good time to have a field goal kicker.
Jesuit trails. It is 1-0 Catholic. And here's the kick.
That's the ball you need.
And that's a long kick.
He just gobbled it up.
And that's excuse me.
And that's it.
That's red W, Catholic's kicker.
That's
the
it.
ref blows the final whistle, and the Catholic High Bears are going to take this one 1-0.
Yeah, and it's that score is deeper than what it sounds, everybody. That was a big win for the Catholic High Bears in New Orleans.
We are going to catch up with these coaches after the game. And, Coach, tell me about that goal there at the end.
Well, when you have two evenly matched teams on a small field, a throw-in as a recipe for disaster. And Catholic was patient with it. They didn't just keep on throwing the ball long every time. And I think they caught Jesuit kind of confused. They caught us confused whether they were going to throw it short or long. And that little bit of hesitation there opened that little bitty window for them to score.
It was the long throw-in, man. We've been
was.
talking about it the whole game. It was an honor calling the game with you. Thanks everybody who tuned in from all over the state of Louisiana. Thanks for joining us for high school soccer tonight. It was a great night, a great doubleheader. McGee won the first game 4-1, and Catholic won this game here 1-0. Stay with Crescent City Sports for the best and live streaming of high school sports throughout the Southeast, and visit CrescentCitySports.com to see our upcoming schedule. For Alan DeRitter and our entire Crescent City Sports production team, I'm Jack Collada saying so long for now from Pan American Stadium. Once again, your final score, Catholic 1, Jesuit 0. Good night, everybody.